Okay guys, I'm starting off with cleanse skin. The first thing I'm going to use is my hyaluronic acid from Good Molecules. I love hyaluronic acid serum, and I'm also going to use the vitamin C from the Inkey list. The vitamin C is really strong on its own, so what I like to do is mix it. I mix the vitamin C with my hyaluronic acid, and it's a perfect blend. So yes, that's what I use for that, and I just apply it onto my cheeks and my forehead, and I also apply it on my neck area too. You don't want to forget your neck. That's very important. Now I'm going to go in with this new, well, it's not new, it's Kate Somerville, the Bio Peptides, and this is from my shop, my stash. I wanted to use this, so I've been using this a couple of days, and I really like it. It has a great peptides, and I love serums anyway, so yes, I apply this all over my skin. And now I'm going in with my favorite Pond's. It is really cold here in North Carolina lately, so I need something that's super hydrating, super moisturizing, especially if I plan on like going out and shopping and things like that. My skin really needs to be hydrated. Now, I really don't use primers, but I want to try this e.l.f. Luminous Putty Primer. It says it's supposed to be super hydrating, and so far this is like the second time I've used it, and I really like it, so I'm going to apply it on here again. I'm beginning to see a little bit of pores, so I like to apply it up under my eye area just a little bit, and on the areas like on my cheek and forehead where I see the pores and little lines and wrinkles on my forehead. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm going in with the IT CC cream, and I love this. It has an SPF in it. That's why I didn't use any sunscreen as my last step in my regular routine. So because I'm using the CC cream, and it has an SPF of 50 in it. So yes. And I like to apply it with my fingers first, and then go in with my makeup brush, and I kind of stubble it all over my face. By doing that, it really makes sure it's going on evenly and going into the skin. And then I take it, basically once I go down my neck and blend everything in, I take it a step further and use my beauty sponge and really make sure I take off any excess that's just laying on top of my skin. Now we're going to start with the eyebrows. I use about 2 or 3 different pencils. I'm going in with this regular, I think it's called Real, I think it is. I have everything listed in the description box below of what I use. And this is like more of a dark brown eyeliner, or a brow pencil, I'm sorry. And then I go in with another brow pencil, and it is by, I forgot what this one is, by Revlon, I believe. Yes, Revlon, and it's a lighter brown as well. And I make sure I fill in each of these because I don't want it too brown or too dark or too red, you know. So now I'm going in with the Fenty Auburn, and I'm just filling in the beginning parts of my brow. And then I go back in with the Revlon and just darken the outer, like the ends of the brows, because usually they are the darker, and then it goes from dark, the top part is lighter to dark, okay? So yeah. And the way I clean it up, I love to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow concealer. I love to use this that way. It's so much easier instead of applying concealer. Yeah, and that is called, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Pro Pencil is what it's called. And then I just clean it up this way. So much easier and simple instead of carving it out, my brows with concealer. So much easier. Anything easy and quick, I'm all for, honey. And then I just kind of brush out the beginning because I don't like that boxy square look. I never like that, especially on me. So I just really like to blend that out to make it seamless where you can't see where it starts. Okay, so now I am using the Pat McGrath concealer. I love this concealer, and I'm just using this as an eyeshadow base. And I'm also using the Pat McGrath concealer brush. Love these brushes. It's so simple and easy, and I just love these brushes. Now I'm going in with the Pat McGrath Mothersip Divine Rose 2. I love this palette, and I'm going in with that light, more of a it's more of a light brownish pink color, you know. So I'm going in with that first as my transition shade. Okay, so I'm doing that right on the crease, a little bit on the lash line as well, but more on the crease. I was going to do it all over the eye, but I just decided just to do it in the crease area first. Now I'm taking that second color, it's more of a dark purple, and I'm really packing that on the outer corner. I really want to really pack that there. And now I want to take some of that first color and just blend that out really good. I'm just blending, and I'm taking the brush that I used in the beginning and just really making sure I blend out any harsh lines and just really blend. And it's so easy to blend with Pat McGrath's shadows. I love her shadows, so I'm just making sure everything is just blended out to perfection. Now I'm going in with this shimmer purplish kind of shade. It's so pretty, so different, and I really like this. I'm going to use my fingers because I think using my finger gives me the best look that I'm looking for. I really don't want it I just want a light dusting kind of on it. I want it to show, but I don't want to overdo it. So using my finger is the best way to go with doing it this way. And I'm just going back over it with a fluffy brush just to make sure everything is blended. Now I am using the eyeliner by Anastasia Beverly Hills, the liquid liner, but I just want to draw just a seamless line. I'm not doing a wing or anything. I want the shadow to, be the focus. So now I'm going a little bit of bronzer with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, one of my favorite bronzers. I've already hit pan on this, and I'm just going over my forehead, on my cheeks. I like to do this first, and then I apply my concealer. This is just how I like to do it because it blends so much better. So once I do that, just add a little bit on my forehead and on my cheeks. I go back in with the Pat McGrath concealer, and I let this sit for just a tad bit on my eyes while I go back in with that darker purple where I'm using the same brush where I pack that darker purple and just smoke out my under my eyes. I like that smoky look with that color, and just it ties it all together. I popped on some lashes as well, and that glue is showing a little bit, but that's all right. It will dissolve eventually. So yeah, I'm just going in with that color from the outer corners. And then I'm going in with a eyeliner by Estee Lauder. It's a dark brown. Well, it's a brown. It's not a deep dark brown, but it's a brown eyeliner. And I'm going back in and just smoking that out a little bit more. Now I'm going back in with that, Pat McGrath's concealer brush. I love this concealer brush. Love it, love it, love it. So I'm just going in with that. And I'm going to go back, and once I really place this where I want it, I'm going to go in with my beauty sponge. Now the damp beauty sponge really ties everything together. It ties in the bronzer and the concealer. I like to do it this way. I like to go ahead and apply my bronzer on first and then place my concealer. And I'm not really trying to make a sharp line like to clean up the eyeshadow look. I like more of a rounded eye, you know, a rounded eyeshadow look. I like that. But I am cleaning it up a tad bit, you know. Now, with my damp sponge, I'm going in with this setting powder by Pat McGrath. I love this translucent setting powder, and I'm going in using it that way to set under my eyes. This is the best way for me because I do have dry under eyes, and with a damp sponge, just placing it in there a little bit and going over it sets the entire eye without creasing a lot. I love to do it this way. Now I'm adding a little bit more of that concealer to my chin, my cupid's bow, on my nose, and a little bit in the middle of my forehead, just a little bit. All the areas where you want to brighten up in my forehead, right up there. Take that damp sponge and kind of just blend everything out. Now I'm going back over it with my brush that I use with my bronzer just to define my nose area a little bit, make that a little bit smaller, and my jawline. I really like to go up under my chin. It just makes my face look a little smaller, especially after the holidays. I've been eating a lot of food, so yes, I want to make everything look a little bit thinner. Now I'm taking my Baked Blush by Milani. I love this blush. I will have everything, like I said, listed in the description box below of what I use, and apply it to my cheeks. Now I'm going back in with that lighter color right up under my eyeshadow, right up under my eyes, and just smoke it out a little bit more. It ties the look together. Love it. Now I am taking this lip pencil, and this is a lip pencil by, Body Graphic. It's in the color Rosewood. Lining my lips. And I'm going to use one of my favorite lipsticks by Milani. It's number 62, Matte Blissful. I love this color. It's the perfect pink. I love this. It's like more of a nudie pink a little bit. I'm not like a rose pink, I guess. So pretty. Love this color. And I'm just going back over it with the liner just a little bit. Now I'm taking my Hourglass, and I'm going to use that highlighter from there just to hit right above my cheeks, highlight a little bit over my cheeks, around my temples, and my nose area. I think I did. I don't think I showed the nose area, but I did the nose area and the cupid bow. Now I'm taking my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Love this spray to set. I don't use powder a lot. And this is basically it, guys. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Happy New Year. Peace and love, guys. Mwah.